All right, Chuck, this is what we're going to do. We're going to write a program today using Python. That's the programming language. And the program is going to be a timer that tells a user on a computer to take a break every 2 hours. So after we've gone through all the installation headaches, um, we start the Python interpreter. In this case, it's idle. And we see a couple of statements right at the very top that are saying import this, import that. And what those are telling the Python interpreter, well, I'll just say idle, what they're telling it to do is to import some already written functions for us to use that were written by engineers. So in this case, we're importing web browser and we're importing time. And both of these are modules, I think is probably the better way to say it, that are written with functions for us to use. So then I pulled this off of Stack Exchange. You'll see here I'm defining, this is jumping slightly ahead, but I'm defining a function that I'm calling break time, and what I'm telling it to do is to call the time module that we imported and to use its sleep function. In this case, for me, it's just 1 second. And because I found the web browser opening so many times a bit annoying, right now I'm just using a print statement called take a break in my break time function. Okay, so then the next bit of code I see this thing called brk equals 0, and that's just a variable that I've used, that I'm going to use to control my program. Are you paying attention? All right. So then I set it to 0. And I got this from the instructor, just a print statement that uses the time function as well, and calling its current time. And this just prints out the current time as the program begins. And I got some commented stuff out there as well, because I tried to get clever, and it didn't work. So then I go into the first construction of the program, which is a while loop. And I'm just doing, I'm setting while to always be true. I'm using a number 1, an integer 1. And now remember I said we were asked to also to tell the user to take a break 3 times. So remember the brk variable I set, the break variable I set up earlier that I set to 3. Now I'm going to test what its value is. And I'm saying if brk is equal to 3, then break meaning break out of this while loop altogether and just stop. That means we've already run 3 times. If it's not equal to 3, which is the else statement, I'm calling my break time function. So if it's 2, 1, or 0, break time is called. And when I call break time, remember, my function, it sleeps for a second, and then it would open the web browser. But in my case right now, just because it's less annoying, I'm just printing a take a break statement. And then the next important thing to do is to increment my break variable by 1, so that it goes 0, 1, 2, 3 each time. Right, that's my while loop. The program runs, spits out its output. My hand is moving, and that's about it. And I can see just how exciting that was to you. So sorry about that.